Well, in today's video, I'm going to tell you why you can't kickflip. So in this video, I'm basically going to go over like the common mistakes that happen with the kickflips. I'm not really going to say how to do it because most people should know how to do it, you know, with like flicking.
Wait, why he said it like that? He's coming for all of us right now.
So I'm just going to go over the common mistakes.
Now he's in LA. Is he in LA? Because usually they be filming in lots like this. Like I've seen Depop people and like TikTok people filming. Like I look over and see them like in the garage at the top.
And then you guys can comment below if you have any other that don't fit these mistakes, or you can DM me on Instagram. It's Sean Brown 99, so make sure to follow me on there and DM me if you need any help specifically. But the first one I'm going to go over.
But he got a hoodie on, so I'm like, maybe it's SF. He's dead coming for us.
The first thing I always see when people have trouble when learning kickflips is the kickflip flies away from them. So, for example,
yes, that's me. That's me.
Kickflip and it goes like,
ooh.
Like
all right, nah. I don't be doing that actually.
Get away from them. Sometimes they'll go even farther than that. Like it can go all the way like where they flick.
Nah, that's somebody that just started skating because like that board is shooting out.
Away. And if you notice what I'm doing when I flick it away is I am leaning too far back because I'm trying to compensate for the flick. So I'm going like, I need to lean super back so I can flick it away. Well, actually, that's gonna not help you. It's gonna make it fly away. Like I said. So the way to fix this is you have to.
Okay, low key, I be doing it like that. Low key.
Lean over the nose of the board more during the entire trick. It may be a little uncomfortable at first, but just try to keep your weight over the board this way while you're flicking. I know like it's gonna be a little hard at first because naturally you're gonna want to think about leaning back so you can flip, because a lot of people do this little practice step here where when they kick flip they're leaning back so they can flip.
Heck no, I know that just from skating. Like you never want all your weight on the back because that's how motherfuckers fly off their skateboard when they just cruising. Boom.
Alright, so it's a little tough to fix this, but one trick I always did when I was doing kickflips is I did this thing where when I crouched down, I would cross my arms, and when I went back up to do the kickflip, I just went straight out with my arms. So I did like a cross, straight up. I'll try to show you an example. When I cross down, go straight up. You see, the board didn't turn, I didn't land it, but the board stayed like below me and it didn't turn or anything. So let me try it again.
Wait, what just happened? He got me effed up. What happened?
Me and it didn't turn or anything. So let me.
Wait, but like, so I saw it turn just now. Am I bugging? Or did you guys see it turn? Look, let's watch it again.
I didn't land it, but the board stayed like below me and it didn't turn or anything. So let me try it again. Cross straight back up. I stay above it, see? So the main.
Maybe I'm not seeing something right.
So this next one I think is honestly one of the most common ones, and this is
oh shoot,
a half flip or you land.
Here he go. I knew he's gonna come for me. He's been coming for me the whole time, but like I knew this was gonna be it.
And either not flicking hard enough, right?
Ooh.
Or your foot's too far over the board when you're flicking, so you're not gonna be able to get a clean flick. Or the third one is you're just like stomping down way too fast after you flick. Another thing you do working on your flicking power is just practicing the sliding step like this, and you really just gotta just keep going this motion and then.
I've tried that so many times. Try
to go straight into the flip right after doing that. Well, see, I just did that main mistake. But basically, just practice that sliding step and just try to flick harder. Mainly, flicking harder just means bending your foot more. So you don't want to just like kind of like do it fast. You want to like actually make sure you get that bend in your foot so when you release it, it flicks pretty hard.
I never know how people do that zoom. I gotta watch a YouTube video on how to do that zoom for my YouTube video.
Right. Now, if your foot's too far over the board,
it's like I know how to zoom, but I don't know how to make it like move with the camera. Anyway, let's go back.
Simple fix. Try putting your foot less on the board. So one thing that you can do is kind of a lot of people like to say put your foot like right under the bolts. I would recommend trying that first and seeing how that works. If you're getting half flips with that, then move your foot back. A lot of people say, oh, but you're gonna be mob flipping, but don't worry about that. So just move it more towards like 3/4 of the way or like halfway up the board, because you're still gonna be flicking in this general area here. You may not be getting right off the nose, but as a beginner, I think it's actually pretty good to start a little bit like right on this corner instead of on the concave, because it'll actually help you learn it faster than struggling in this area to learn how to kickflip and flick right off the nose. So basically just move it a little farther off. So also, you could be down here, but your foot could still be too far over. Make sure you actually just move it where your toe is about halfway on the width of the board. So lastly, if you're pushing your foot too fast down when you're doing the kickflip, you want to try to just tuck your knees up while you're doing it. It's a little tough to do this while you're first learning it, but you really just want to tuck your knees up. So one thing you can do is just like practice it without the board, you know, like I did here. Like I'm just.
All right, I haven't tried that though. So if what he says works, I'm gonna give him credit. I'm gonna give him a shout out, all this other stuff. And if he's in LA, we can make a video together. It's lit. If he's still making videos, period.
Tucking my knees up, but you just kind of like have to transfer that into it. You don't want to press too fast down like this. Like I flick and I press down immediately. You actually want to be able to flick, so like when you bend your knees up, you actually be able to land it since it's getting the full flip instead of just pushing down fast. So it's more like that. But yeah, I say practice just by tucking your knees up, just jumping, just getting used to that motion of bringing your knees inwards toward your chest. So just bring that into the trick, and that should hopefully help it.
Nah, I need to know what camera he has. Yeah, right. Like his is chill, but it's chill in a good way. I like it.
So for this last mistake, this is honestly really common if you're just beginning learning how to do this trick. So it is that you're only landing with one foot and you just cannot figure out how to put the other foot on. So either you're landing with your back foot only like this, right? That's pretty common. I think that's the most common, but your back foot only. Honestly, you don't want to do that because it's going to be harder to actually get your flicks onto things or you're trying to go up things. So it's the proper way to learn is just to flick up like this. I used to just kind of like flick downward to get the flip faster, but you don't want to do that. So one thing to actually fix that if you're flipping downwards is to only land with your front foot only, because it actually forces you to learn.
See, he's saying the same thing as the other guy. Like land with your front foot only at first.
So if you're flicking downwards, your foot is always going to be below the board. But if you learn with your front foot only, it's going to force it to stay over the board. So if you see here, I have to like flick up, keep it above the board, and then land on it. Versus if I'm flicking downwards and land my back foot, so I can just put my back foot down really fast. So basically a way to fix either of these is kind of, if you land with your front foot only, try land with your back foot only. If you land with your back foot only, try land with your front foot only. But basically it's just all about commitment. It's all in your mind. So one thing you can do is either...
Nah, that's no cap. It is in your mind. Like that. It's a little bit physical, but mostly your mind that gets you to do stuff and get things and all this stuff. We can talk about that and then another stream. Let me see. Either way, like if I get it or I don't get it, I'm gonna do some type of like giveaway. It works out for everybody. It just does.